Okay. Hello. It is Apples with you today, streaming CTM versus DC. I gave it a little second before um, talking. I noticed on the last stream it seems to cut out the first and last things that I say. So this is Hold the Line 36s. It is the geofence map. I'll bring up the map so that you can see. CTM are playing as the Germans and DC as the Allies, fighting over Dugout. So the geofence restricts the area that you can see highlighted in red, and all points will be to the west, and the green areas are accessible for both teams. I'll bring the map off, and I'll just give it a minute for the team to start an artillery squad before I join. This is actually the second matchup for these two teams for this round. I think it is round 5. The teams played about a week ago and got to the 50-minute mark, and unfortunately there were some server issues. A number of players were disconnected, including myself, and the team were request to join and see if he lets me in. They may be unsure. Oh yeah, they'll let me in. Okay. Let's jump into admin cam and then we can have a look at the map and what everyone are doing. I like to get out of the way. Okay. We still have 1 minute of warm up. So where are we? We have the corner, Hugo's farm, Dugout, onto Brecourt and Winter's Landing. So for CTM playing as Axis, we can see they're bringing a light, recon, a second light, and medium tanks. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 transport trucks, so the team are spread out across those, and 2 supply trucks. Over on the Allies DC side, we have 4 transport trucks, 1 supply truck, 2 supply trucks. We have light tank, 2 lights, and a medium. Does not look like they have brought up the recon from what I can see. Right, so hold the line rules enabled. Let's watch the teams as they come in. Here a rocket. Yes, there it is. I was looking too low. No connect there. We can see the truck for DC came through just a little off to its right. Here comes another. So they were targeting the road, or even perhaps looking if they were to come through those gaps. Some nice rockets. And here we have it. DC have sent a number of infantry to the little farm area in the west, and also 2 hard cap. Recon flare is up. I believe that is a CTM recon flare. That'll be one of the trucks going down. Let's go have a look at the tanks. Looks tank. Might look at the map, get my bearings. I think the looks is in the hard cap and shooting. Oh, here it is here. I'm so blind. Shooting into 5 ways. Cap is going to CTM. It looks as though a lot of the DC infantry who made it into the hard cap, we only have Predator, Russell, and Axiom. And then Shaka and Rankin. This is the second looks. Oh, the recon tank, the Puma, was taken out. Was that a rocket? I thought that was a tank. Here, coming from this direction. And there we have it. Here it is. The little Stuart. Little Stuart is hurt though. Pulling back. So first cap to CTM. DC are holding gardens and also looking to take the little farm hut here over in the west. Looks tank has pushed up to take this position on this hedgerow and crossfire into dugout. I believe that the little Stuart tank, little Stuart tank is gone. Taken out by the medium perhaps. So they have, CTM have situated the medium tank to be in the hard cap. There's still some infantry in the area of DC. And let's have a look at the map and see the garrison positioning for both teams. So Dugout have established their back garrisons and you can see supplies coming in, and I imagine that the squad leaders would be asking for supplies to build their forward garrisons. DC garrisons, gardens, this garrison was built in the blue, something that potentially was being blocked by the Gary back here, but maybe something that they will shuffle around. Okay, let's go have a look over here in 5 ways. Can see that there's a number of DC infantry in this trench here, looking to push up towards 5 ways. Who took out Ram, I wonder? Perhaps Sergeant Lip. CTM are playing a little wider than DC, coming down to this area, although Item Duffy from DC is out here, so perhaps Peric and Duffy are battling it out. Chileno, Wichu, El Juan. El Juan was able to make it into cover. He's taken to bandage. Sergeant Lip as well. Sergeant Lip was taken out. Here comes the reinforcements back in. I wonder if that was a grenade or a AP mine. Wichu did manage to Nachos coming in. They are using AP mines. Taking out the outpost for this squad. Looks tank and Stuart. I believe the Stuart's engined. Their days are limited now, unfortunately. And rocket from Chileno. Okay, let's move back over to look at the hard cap. Quite a few CTM infantry, they have situated themselves along the road and in the hard cap. And DC are looking at moving up this road. The little Lux tank, I think he just took Russell's outpost. The light was a bit funny there. And we've also lost Huevini, Huevini's outpost. Outpost positioning. Oh, the Lux tank was taken out. Unsure by what. I'm going to hazard a guess that it was one of these, one of the mediums. So DC have positioned both of their medium tanks in the west. This will be an engagement with CTM's medium. They do have repair stations. Oh, okay. It wasn't enough for tank number 1. Tank number 2 with a Bardo crew. Shall we go see the CTM tank? Oh, the CTM tank was taken out. I wonder who took out the CTM tank. Potentially it was the Bardo crew. Alright, let's bring it over here and have a look at the engagements in the west. We have Fenta has taken out the outpost. I was planning to mention it earlier when the Lux tank was driving down the road. So sometimes it does pay. Oh, Gordonita stopped Fenta's run. Sometimes it does pay to position the outposts a little bit away from a hedgerow. It means if a vehicle is driving, nice rocket from I'm gonna call him Rack. But he was able to get a rocket into the medium tank, and now it's pulling back somewhat. Yeah, so if somebody's running down a hedgerow or a vehicle's driving on a road, it will wipe the outpost. So sometimes positioning it a little bit away does protect it. It might not provide as much cover. Oh, there's a tank engagement now. Back over this way. I might need to look at the map to find the tank. Alright, let's have a look. Both teams are doing well. CTM are holding Dugout, but as you can see, the DC line is looking solid. Perhaps the most pressure at the moment appears to be 5 Ways 2 Gardens. We have the Mata and Vico squads. Ooh, bombing run. I would guess that is a DC bombing run. It looks as though no garrison was taken out. Here's the medium tank for CTM here. Don is repping during the action. They have a double tank. Is that a heavy? Yes. Oh, I wonder if they've realised that they have a heavy in front of them. Yeah. Not much you can do about that. Double tanks, medium and the heavy 76 here from DC. DC have also set up an anti-tank gun, Nolven. Let's check the map for CTM tanks. Yaser is bringing in a medium. We have a light, a recon. So they've got 3 tanks. Ooh. The cap is starting to go to DC there. The DC is looking very strong out here in the west. They've taken this farmhouse and we're pushing from there into the hard cap. Unfortunate timing for Fenta there. There's the little Puma. Light tanks and recon tanks can be a lot of fun. Just driving around and being a nuisance. We have bombs inbound for CTM, and it looks as though they've identified the threat that was over here in the west from DC, and they're looking to soften that up a little bit. Also potentially why the Puma is pushing down that way. And look at this, DC have an airhead that has landed, and we have a Russell squad making their way to this position. Desert's dead. Did they? Oh. They must have grenaded the airhead. It's no longer on the map. Roderick and Jam are still holding their ground. Mac, look behind you, Roderick. We have a outpost spawn. Mac is looking quite lonely. They redeployed so quickly I was unable to see who that was. Mac is pushing for the outpost and it has been wiped. Oh, unfortunate for Russell, was the only one to spawn in on that. We still have Huevini, if I am pronouncing that correctly. Huevini, where's your OP? It must be further back. A tank push. Tiger tank. Tiger tank versus medium for the allies. Oh, the Tiger tank is showing its side to the anti-tank gun. That's a very patient anti-tank gunner. Or Stolik with the rocket took out the tank. Duffy here with a double or even a triple kill. So if we do come back over to the eastern side, DC are controlling the north. Yes, the northeast for now. Nacho has been throwing rockets at the CTM tank. We have Levi and Yaser. Levi has a tank buddy. I've casted some CTM matches and have seen Levi roaming around solo in Alux, for example. Okay, let's head back over to the hard cap action and see how everything is going over here. Huevini has pushed in. This was just a repair station and a truck. Let's see if they've got an outpost. So the outpost is positioned back here. Looks tank, you can see. Whoa, I think I lost some frames doing that. Testing out the zoom. The looks tank over in the far west. Rising on the MG. You can have a look at his POV. No, he's decided that is not a good location. Ooh. Stolik, perhaps, with the tiger kill. Elichi is also in the vicinity. But I am getting some frame drops in game. I'm going to, yeah, assume that was a anti-tank kill, AT kill. There's a lot of DC out here in the west. They really want to control this little farm area, and it is somewhat of an open push across here if they do take this path, especially if CTM own the hedgerows in the southwest. But we have seen them push in from there. Where is Francisco? Is in the barn. Whoop. Looks like he's standing on the hay bale there. Whoop. I didn't see who killed him. Perhaps Russell got an angle. Mr. Jam. Well, assuming. I shouldn't assume, should I? Looks as though an outpost was wiped here. I was unable to see whose outpost that was. We still have the 76 tank for DC, and I can hear... MG. 2 to hit? This is quite a good spot. Cover this road and any infantry from CTM who attempt to cross the road. Smoke will make it more difficult for them. Do a map check. So DC are looking strongest at the moment in the west. There's a lot of infantry over here in the gardens area, and CTM have gained some ground on this middle road. So we'll come over here to Gardens, Chileno. Where do you think Chileno is off to? He would be able to hear the... Whoop. The gunfire coming from here. Rockets. Okuchi? Matthias? Twist is playing the patient game. Ooh, Nacho and Twist. Do they hear each other? Oh, Nacho. That was unfortunate. We might stay on Twist for a little bit longer and see how... Oh, there you go. El Cucci? I hope I'm saying that right. Was able to stop Twist. Sergeant Lip. DC are keeping the pressure up, and it's great to see. Working on the road, holding the west farm area, and CTM are putting a lot of pressure on this gardens area at the moment. Tank inbound. Looks like it's already on fire. Yeah. Is this the... Oh, it's a different tank. Guessing that DC have brought a heavy tank over to the eastern side. They want to provide some support for their infantry and perhaps crossfire CTM who are moving into the gardens area. Hey, explosion. Little Stuart. No, looks tank. Okay. Broderick perhaps was able to get the kill on the Stuart. We have the medium for DC. DC for CTM. Let's check the map. We have a light tank. Over here. Over here? Here we go. Here's the 76. They likely had a line of sight onto the CTM medium. Try the zoom again. Bring it back. What's that rocket? Fenta. May need to straighten up and come back in on that one. The anti-tank gun is still active in this area. And here's the light tank back here. Are they solo? No, it's a full crew. Playing far back, avoid being taken out by any rockets. I just have a real quick look at... Okay, apologies. I was just checking something. Yeah, so it can pay for some tanks to sit back behind the infantry and play it safe and target the enemy infantry. Stoic and Predator. Heading back over towards gardens. Mata Squad. I say the name and then El Cucci. Looks as though they stopped them in their tracks. So at the moment, they're DC have taken control of gardens, although CTM having the garrison in here means that they can get back in quick enough. Artillery. Let's give a shout out to artillery. So DC artillery topo, and we have CTM artillery DK Sangre. We'll call him DK. Panther verse 76. We know that there is a 76 down here. Ooh, do we want a wide angle? I don't know if we'll be able to get both tanks in. Perhaps not. Here's the 76 here. The Panther tank does not have a mark, although, no, it'd be the other way around. So there's no tank mark on the map. Rocket coming in from Jam, perhaps. 76 is receiving some reps at the moment. I believe that the Panther does not know where the 76 is. They've got a double rep station here. We have a single rep station for the 76. Wonder if we will see this engagement continue. Precision. Oh, the precision was for the 76 and it was a direct hit. Moving over to the hard cap. CTM are holding hard cap and looking to take the road. Also, we are over half an hour into the match now, so anyone who started watching will be in chat if anybody is watching the live. So welcome and thank you for joining. Okay, and X Felipe and Axio. Oof, artillery strike. Satchel, perhaps? The Chileno, it looks, has Satchel, the wall or next to the DC garrison. DC will be looking to re-establish, and that also wiped out the infantry that was there. Mateus outpost. Mateus was stopped. Quavini. We have Mr. Igni likely going to be wanting to re-establish a garrison here. We choose. Atia, he must have an outpost close. Yeah, we do have a number of outposts. We can see that Duffy and ACDC are the Guardians of the East coming up against Peric crew. Ooh. Tyre would have heard that Duffy was there, but perhaps Duffy was concealed by the bushes just enough. Okay, we shall head over back towards Gardens. Roderick, has he taken an outpost by the looks? Elichi. And the... Ooh, Tiger Tank. Okay. So Tiger Tank is being shot from 2 locations. I'm thinking that's a AT gun. There's also the 76, and the other 76 is back here. Good line of sight to this hill. And it has forced the Tiger Tank to pull right back. And they're repairing. There looks as though there's quite a few CTM, at least 2 squads, working their way down this middle road. Predator. Whoop, I went a bit too fast then. Is playing with the bar. Texa. I like the bar. Can be fun sometimes. So, not the best at range. Closer range. Perhaps when it's mounted on the ground. De la Fuerza. Let's see if the Tiger Tank has fully repaired and if they're making a move. Yes, Tiger Tank is repositioning. And the 76 is still situated out here in the northeast. And interestingly for DC, they have eliminated the CTM Gardens garrison, and it looks as though they have taken control of Gardens once more. Tiger's been forced back again by the heavy 76, and I did notice as well there was a looks tank here that was taken out perhaps by the DC AT gun. Ooh. Nolven. Satchel. Unsure if that was a CTM or a DC satchel. Could have been a DC satchel considering that CTM are all in that area. This is... I think they're back on this hedgerow here. Yeah, here we go. So this is the 76 for DC. And the Panther's slowly pushing down this road. The artillery strike from CTM hit its mark. Panther's pulling back. They are fully repaired though. Francisco is getting close to the DC garrison, Fenta. It looks as though Francisco is crawling all the way up on his belly too. He's playing the patient game. Frame drop then. We might have a tank fight here in a minute. Francisco's journey was ended. Divvy? I think the Panther tank is trying to find a spot that they can splash kill the DC garrison. Checking the sky. They will have it here more than likely. Not yet. Yes. Map check. DC have been pushed back by CTM in the west. DC... Yeah, I was going to say DC have got some outposts out here in the east. Behind me perhaps, further east. And the battle for Gardens is ongoing. Wait, a bit too far. I would expect Chileno and Texa heard each other. The patience game. Chileno's moving on. Felipe? It's not a bad little MG spot actually. You can see through to here and it provides some cover. Rising. Let's check rising in comparison using the brick wall. Predator. Ooh, we've had an explosion. AT gun. Taken out by the Panther tank. Panther tank and the 76. 76 is looking this way and the Panther tank is somewhat distracted. Ooh. The 76 though is being engaged from over here. The medium tank, Levi and Yazer. So Levi and Yazer have got a line of sight onto the 76. The little Stuart, Bardo crew, Stuart, they're looking to disrupt the CTM that are in this area. Perhaps wipe outposts, go hard and fast. Repair station, yes. The little Stuart tank. It's going all the way. They've wiped an outpost. They've been halted by a repair station. Did the medium tank? No, I still hear it. There it is there. And the little Stuart. Looks as though Seabird decided to jump out and try his hand at using light weaponry. So bombing run across gardens. There's no garrison for DC in gardens at the moment, and quite a lot of CTM. Guessing that the CTM bombing run took out their garrison, the DC garrison. Whoop. You can jump a lot of these fences. I'm pretty sure you can jump this. It's a hold spacebar wall. There are a number of walls that require... I'm going a bit haywire with that. There's a number of walls that require a space hold to get over them or to mantle. This outpost is holding strong. It is what is stopping CTM from advancing any further, expecting there to be a squad spawn here any second. Here we go. Texa. Somebody is overwatching. Quavini was taken out. Perhaps from back here. Excuse me. So CTM have advanced through now. It's a bit unfortunate sometimes to get caught out when you are crossing. Axio. Garrison has been re-established by DC. Whoop, running into trees. Chileno. And Nacho, perhaps. Map check. Oh wow, CTM have made it all the way down this middle road and have a squad in the trenches and likely going to be getting behind Breakout. They have fired from this position, so their location will be known. Could very well have been known already. Quavini is heading back here. We have DC Commander Kamatik. Wonder if there's an outpost. Yep, not yet. Still have the 76 for DC. And I'm guessing this will be the Tiger. The medium has pushed forward for CTM. Kamatig made it all the way through to the trench line. Inspecting to see how big the threat is. CTM have also started to pressure Duffy and AC/DC turbo at cattle sheds. DC have re-established or have established their line. They've got their line of outposts, and then we have the CTM it's tricky sometimes to know. Out here in the far east, for example, we can see El Juan, AC/DC Turbo, Duffy. We've got 3 and then 4 infantry from CTM. To find the right balance of number of infantry needed in a particular area, this eastern side provides no cap weight to the sector. However, it can prevent enemy infantry from coming in and cross-firing as well. Where is the Tiger tank? I hear it. Directly below. Checking the map. We have Vitchell out the back from CTM. We'll keep an eye on that. The 76 is not marked from what I can tell. That would have been an opportunity for the Tiger tank to have some really good shots on the 76. We have Stolik and Tyre as anti-tank. Now we're down to Stolik. So there must be some comms on this tank being here, considering that double AT spawned in the area. There is some cap going towards Breakwood, and we have an airhead inbound. Where do we think that'll be landing? Out here. Ooh, you can see the blueprint. And CTM are in the hard cap. This will be Chileno moving in to protect the airhead. Russell, Fenta. Have they seen the half track, DC half track? Airhead is taken out. Tank. Perhaps the 76 from over here. Here it is. DC will be feeling some relief that the airhead was not a success. CTM have slowly been taking ground, and CTM have pushed DC down this western road, and if we have a look, DC do have their garrison back here, and their 76. 76 is engaging. Can see the burning. It's the medium tank. Levi and Yazer. Did we lose the Panther earlier? No. Okay. Is it up this way? Yes. Looks tank. Alushi. And Panther tank. Wanki and Roderick. Mapache. Both tanks are looking towards the breakout, and the cap is starting to tick over to CTM. CTM have the little farmhouse barns area. Looks as though we've had a DC half-track spawn. Do they have... the garrison is here somewhere for them. Yeah, on the road. And it has a satchel. Okay. Good satchel from CTM. The medium has pushed up. Defense from DC is holding the point now, stopping the cap. DC will be looking to re-establish a garrison for Breakout. Did you see the explosion for the half-track? I guess it was hidden beneath the bombing run. Okay. Bombing run has taken out the DC half-track. The DC garrison was taken out by a satchel. There's still a lot of DC in the hard cap, and I did notice when looking at the map that a half-track is here for CTM. The DC have sent a lot of their infantry back for the defense. Looks as though CTM are looking at a multi-sided attack. We have Elru has a good position here, covering this trench line. Spawn has come in. Pichu squad. De la Fuerza. Bombing run. Medium. Where are they targeting the bombing run? Bombing run airhead. Desert has spawned in and will have grenaded the airhead. Not a bad idea from DC to keep up the pressure. They also are perhaps just wanting to give it a go. Okay, let's have a look and see how everything is playing out here. We have a lot of DC are in the hard cap. Where are we? Yeah. For Breakout. And CTM. Western Road. Yoshushi. Recon plane. Gorgonita. Oh, let's check the gardens area. We have El Juan. Ooh, so the Tiger Tank has pushed all the way forward here. I just missed this. This was an AT gun though. So there was a 76 tank that had been playing for DC out here on the eastern side. There's a fresh 76 making its way up, heading west though. El Juan on his own, perhaps looking for spawns. He's been spotted. Ooh. Trade? Or perhaps El Gordo with the kill. Oh, I said El Gordo, but it might be Gigolo? Matter and Duffy, Nacho. DC have cleared out the CTM squad that were in this trench line. Can see that there was one squad leader alive, although I believe that he also has been wiped. Have a sip of water. Investigating. Okay, so we have medium. This is the medium that's shooting this way. 76 is pushed right out. .26 minutes to go. CTM looks tank, covering the road, supporting their infantry. They could perhaps push up a little more. It may open them up though. Rockets coming in. Looks as though perhaps grenaded by Jam. Russell taken out by Gorgonita. Jam is just holding. Placing anti-tank mines. Gorgonita. Groupie. Satchel. So I believe that was Satchel from Jam, and that would have cleared the anti-tank mines that were on the road. DC looking to hold back CTM. Weichu, Mateus, and the Tiger tank. The half track which was here has been taken out. There's a lot of CTM infantry that we can see on the eastern road. Appears as though CTM are wanting... Ooh, 76. Tiger's pulling back. Nice rocket. It looked as though it was a ricochet, but it was a good hit. Evil Juan. If they pull back too far, the 76 will get another angle on them. Tank has been marked here as well for the medium. Do we have another tank for CTM? There were so many CTM over on the eastern side, and looks as though for the most part it's been cleared. Airhead. Predator cancelled out that airhead, and DC have come through to take this little house area. 76 is pushing. The 76, as it was driving towards the Tiger tank initially. Ooh, nice kill, nice kill. So the aggressive play has paid off for the 76 there. Mateus, one rocket on the 76. Second rocket was a ricochet. 22 minutes left, and DC look as though they are starting to really try to put a bit more pressure on CTM and stamp out their attack. We can... CTM have taken the far east. We have DC Commander. Oop, trying to catch his name. Ooh. Oh, he's been successful in wiping a CTM outpost. Peric, though, on his way. Is he dead? Where did he go? Perhaps he was shot. Or I hope he didn't get out of the truck and kill himself. We've all done that before. Yeah, so CTM are controlling the far east, and we have the road here with quite a few CTM making their way down here to take this. Precision. Is it? No. I got food. And look, having a look, back in the west, DC have pushed CTM back. CTM had made their way. That'll be a little repair station. CTM had made their way all the way up to the broken house here, and DC have gained some more ground as Duran redeploy. Perhaps wrong spawn or wanting to get back into the action. $20 minutes to go, and DC have taken the this little farm area. CTMs are holding gardens. Whoa. Wizard is very patient, using bush to his advantage. He knows, they both know. El Gigolo won that fight. Alonso and Axioma. Looks as though Axioma's overwatching the trenchway. We have 2 CTM outposts. No? 1 CTM outpost and DC. That's bombs out here in the west. Guess that they are DC bombs. And checking the map, if there was a CTM garrison here, then it was taken out. So successful bombing run from DC, and DC double heavy 76s push on the west. Ooh, here we go. So we have Panther tank and AT gun. Mac, Levi and Yazer. Anti-tank gun has been taken out. The other heavy 76 though, wait for the fireball to go away. Yeah. Panther tank is hurt. It looks as though the 76 is full health. Hard to tell exactly from here. Panther tank is somewhat retreating. 76 has won that fight. They are hurting coming over here. So we have full health and damaged 76. I wonder if this was tracks. Looks as though that was a track shot. CTM are holding the west, and despite losing the Panther tank, DC are holding the position that they're in there for now. De La Fuerza has made it up to the little farm area. Wonder if Della has established an outpost. No outpost from what we can see. Kilo squad. Mateus. Rising. CTM making their way from gardens now back to this area here towards Breakout. This push into Breakout, I like this. I like this push to come from the little farm area, and it's a quick jump over the road to get in there. Let's have a look at Teutonhen. Now this is a nice position for Teutonhen. good coverage of the area that CTM would be crossing. DC have sent infantry back towards the cattle yards or cattle sheds, and they looks as though they're not they may have cleared. We have one outpost and it's just been taken out by El Juan. Oh, with a spawn. El Juan didn't wait the 3 seconds. It's a 3-second rule. Juanqui knows. And there you have it. So DC have taken back cattle sheds, and CTM are holding a very strong hold on gardens, looking to hold DC back here where at this trench line. Testing out some of the zoom. Wavini and Weechug. Bring it back. So the little push that was coming across, DC have forced them back. So they're starting back over here at Gardens. Long view of the look over at the western side. I thought I saw a tank movement. Yep. Indeed. We have medium tank. And tiger tank. Bit of a tight squeeze, that one. I'll leave them. That's the medium. There was a satchel that just went off then. May have been artillery. Sometimes it sounds somewhat similar. Gorgonita. Saved by Russell. As Duran and Francisco, though, they're not far behind. Oof. Russell's established his outpost, taken out by Francisco immediately. We have the tiger tank has made it through, and they're going to position themselves out here in the west. Doing a map check. Okay, that is a lot of DC in the far west. We have had a spawn though from CTM, so perhaps that they were forced back here. Is this a garrison spawn? It is. That's a garrison spawn. 10 minutes left. 10 minutes. DC need to do something to gain back gardens, really. CTM holding gardens can stop them from 2 angles. We have the tanks. Might check the map to see where they are. Here's the 76 here. The medium is pushed forward from CTM. And then we have the DC 76. Tiger tanks pushed up as well. Map check. DC tank doing a wraparound. Peric is still alive. Ram and Zaya. They're going... But they were about to go into that trench then. Some good driving. DC look like they're working on putting some pressure on gardens from this eastern side. There's also a spawn on that hedgerow you would have just seen pop up. It's 8 minutes to go. Sergeant Lip. Needhair's taken out the outpost, and it looks as though El Gigolo has taken out the squad leader. Bit of a tough hedgerow, having having CTM also on this side of you as well. So 3 angles that you can be shot from. Looks as though Duffy had a good run and halted by Azdaran. Precision here. Checking map. Precision for CTM Garrison would be my guess. There's no CTM Garrison on the map anymore. And we have the DC Bardo squad in the medium tank, just pushing through Dugout. Okay, so DC are going to have an airhead. You can see. I'm wondering if it... Yeah, I'm going to think it's a DC airhead. That is ammo supplies. Dessert. And here we have another DC medium tank. So DC, their plan, 5 minutes left, send the tanks, protect airhead. De La Fuerza has come in, has an outpost. Okay, so we have DC airhead is on the ground. Their CTM garrison has been taken out. Bombing run. De La Fuerza. Stolik. Massive DC spawn. 5 minutes left. DC are just throwing everything at this now. 3-4 squads. Stolik had no chance coming against facing that many DC players. Need her and rising on the MG. DV with the flamethrower. Garrison's been established by Mac 8. Rising, using this brick wall here. Protecting the garrison. I imagine that CTM will be wanting that to stay open for a CTM spawn. We have coming up to half cap. The dugout, half captured. CTM running back towards dugout from the north. Can hear a tank below. Here we have the CTM medium tank crew. 3 minutes, 20 seconds. More DC have spawned in the far west, southwest. 3 minutes left. Another airhead. Bombing run. CTM spawn. Cap is going back to CTM. 2 minutes 50. 50 seconds though until we hit the 2 minute mark. I'll look at the map. We can see all of the pressure is off Breakout. This is a full fight over the dugout at the moment. Defensive airhead coming in for CTM. Fenta has taken out the garrison that was here. Cap is going, it's going back towards DC now. DC are working off outposts. Neither team have garrisons. This is entirely an outpost fight at the moment. Do we have tanks? There was an explosion here. Medium tank for CTM was taken out by the looks of it. We have DC heavy 76, DC medium. Big spawn coming from CTM just now. Cap is going back to CTM. 1 minute 38 left on the clock. We'll bring it back. Heavy 76. No, that was the medium. Stolik has taken out the DC medium. DC will want to do everything that they can to protect this 76, the cap weight that it provides, and CTM will want to do everything they can to take it out. Double AT, Apache, good shot from the DC tank there. 1 minute left. Cap is going back towards DC. DC are just flooding in from the west here. And if we have a look at the map, spawn now from CTM. It's a spawn off. 40 seconds. Good rocket from Balache. 30 seconds. Wow. What a finish. What a finish. That was a really good match from DC and CTM fighting over dugout. I did mention this at the start of the stream. Both teams started to play this match about a week ago, and due to server crash, This is the rematch. Okay, let's give a commend. I'll give my commend to Pam Demal, and we can do a scroll through the team for those that would like to see. Bottom to top. And have a look at DC. GG, congratulations to both teams. CTM were strong from the start, and it was really good to see the map control from both teams. Some really good Garrison OP um, lines of control. CTM put a lot of pressure on DC, and DC to come back in the end with the airhead double tank attack. The tanks to defend the airhead, and to to have the capture go backwards and forwards between both teams in the final minutes was very exciting to watch indeed. I hope that everybody enjoyed the game, and nobody should be disappointed. Both teams played spectacularly. So yeah, GG. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for watching. Say g'day in the comments, and I will say good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you may be, and enjoy your time. Thank you.